What's up everybody, and I'm Navjot Singh. Welcome to File Structure channel, made an initiative by students of Malnad College of Engineering. We all we all store data, right? Either maybe in devices or pen drive or maybe hard disk. So doesn't you think where all this started from? Like hard disks, like not came immediately, right? So what was before hard disk? So don't worry, we'll discuss about the evolution of file structures today with my team.
So the first comes the punch cards. These were used at the earliest and it works with binary number ones and zeros. If the card is punched, then it denotes binary 1, and if it is not punched, then it denotes binary 0. You can see in the image the white ones are the punched and the black ones are not punched. A bunch of 62,500 data cards will give you just 5 MB, which is extremely less. Just imagine saving your 5 MB selfie you clicked will take you around these many punch cards. In punch cards, we can read only one bit of a data at instance of time. So if you want to read a bit like 142, you have to wait till the loop comes to 142. This is called sequential memory reading. But can we wait till that time? So next comes the magnetic core memory. You can see in the image that we have magnetic donuts. Those are called as cores. If we loop a wire around these cores, we get a magnetic core and passing an electric current through the wire, the magnets or the cores will get magnetized. The direction of current gives us again the binary number ones and zeros. If one direction is binary 1, the other will be the binary 0.
The problem was the electric wires around the magnetic donuts were woven by ants, and it was very costly around $1 for just one bit. Means storing your 5 MB selfie will cost you $400,000. Next came the magnetic tapes, which was compact to store. The tape contained flexible strips called reels, and reels were played using tape drive. Inside the drive, there was wire head where current passes and magnetization takes place. Although magnetic was stored easily as it was compact, but it was expensive and the data access was sequential, so it takes time to access data.
Next came the magnetic drum memory. You can see the image. It looks similar to a drum and was coated with magnetic material. To keep the delay as short as possible, drum was rated thousands of revolutions per minute, but unfortunately the production of drum was ceased during 1970s, but they lead to development of hard disk drives. Hard disk drives was similar to magnetic drums as it follows same principle. Storing ones and zeros in surface of disks, these were very thin disks, so we can use stack of them easily. That's exactly IBM did for world's first computer with hard disk, which had 50 disks offering roughly 5 MB. Finally, in 1956 was the time we reached the technologies to show our selfies.
Next came the AVL trees. Researchers came up with the idea of using AVL trees in 1963. However, AVL trees did not apply to files because they work well when tree nodes are composed of single records rather than hundreds of files. In 1970s, the idea of binary trees came up. The access time in binary trees was O of log kn, where n is the number of entries in the file and k is the number of entries indexed in a single block of the binary tree structure. Binary trees could find a file among millions of other files in just three to four trips. Next came the hash table. Binary trees were good since they retrieved file in 3 or 4 trips, but the goal was to retrieve a file in a single trip. The hash table used key and value pairs and the access time is O of 1. Duplicate keys are not allowed and access time remains O of 1 even though the size of the file grows. A better performance can be obtained if the size of the file remains constant. The hash table associates a key with relative record address and the key cannot be used again. And today we are at the time where hard disk can store 1 terabyte of data, which is trillions of bits of data. Later came the floppy disk, which looks similar to the save button when kept in your physical hand. Optical, optical storage came into the scene in 1972 with 12 inches disk, and later CDs and DVDs in the 1990s.
And today we are at a time where SSDs have access time of 1 by 1000th of seconds, which is so less. But still, it can't beat the RAM of computer. So that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video.